Hello, it's Dr. Johnson here at Urban Peaks Rehab in Denver, Colorado, wanting to talk to you today about Sublocade. I have several patients with many questions, so I assume many of you out there have questions as well. So let's try to get some information out there. What is Sublocade? It's an extended release formulation of buprenorphine in a depot shot. What is a depot shot or injection? Anytime we deliver medication to the body and it's slowly diffused over time, a specific amount of time, maintaining a concentration, that's a depot. Most folks are familiar with Depo-Provera, which is a depot shot to prevent pregnancy, and that is over a 3-month period. Here, where Sublocade maintains that concentration to prevent withdrawals, and that's over a month. How does it slowly release that medicine? It does it through a proprietary gel that the company has come up with called Atrogel. Now in the syringe, looks just like a liquid, but as soon as it comes in contact with body fluids or body tissue, it starts to congeal and forms a solid ball. Now it's this solid ball that's going to diffuse that medicine out slowly. And we also have to take into consideration that ball is going to biodegrade and will be releasing medication as well. So now we have our delivery system. We need to know what is that concentration that we need to maintain, either to prevent pregnancy or in this case to prevent withdrawal. And through several studies, it's been determined that at 2 nanograms per milliliter, the patient receives full blockage of any illicit opiate use, our cravings are decreased, and our withdrawal symptoms are fully treated. At that 2 nanograms per milliliter, that's approximately 70% of your mu opioid receptor sites being filled. Okay, so now that we've got our vehicle, we know that concentration that we're shooting for. All we need to figure out now is how much do we give with each dose and how often do we give it. So a couple of concepts here. We're just going to briefly touch it and then we'll move on. One is pharmacokinetics. That is taking a look at a drug, specific drug, and how it is absorbed into the body, how it's distributed throughout the body, how it's metabolized, and then eventually cleared or eliminated, excreted from the body. Within pharmacokinetics, we have steady state equilibrium. It's an equilibrium state where the rate of drug coming in is equal to the rate of drug coming out. So you can see how that's going to maintain that concentration. We just need to know, when does that take place? Well, as a general rule of thumb, when you're looking at a specific drug, steady state will take place after about 4 to 5 half-lives. What is a half-life? That is when the amount of time it takes for the body to eliminate 50% of the drug that is in it at steady state. So we now have steady state pharmacokinetics. We know our concentration. We've got our vehicle. We can really determine now what those doses should be and how often they should be given. One more thing to take into consideration is that with Sublocade and with addiction or opiate withdrawal, we need to reach that therapeutic state quicker because we're dealing with withdrawals. And so that's why we employ the loading doses, 2 of them, 300, month later, 300. That will get you to that therapeutic window quickly. Now, it will not speed up the process to get to steady state. That's still going to be the 4 to 5 half-lives. And we know at that point, we just need to maintain. So we're going to use those 2 300 doses to get us up into that therapeutic window. But then when you take into consideration how the drug is brought in, how it's distributed, how it is metabolized, how it's excreted, and we know the steady state, we know the concentration, it is now the time where we can determine that we can give 2 loading doses, 300, 300, and then we just need to come in with 100 milligrams to maintain that concentration. I hope that's somewhat understandable why the dose dropped, because that seems to be what everybody is anxious about. And if anything I can get across, it is that the way the body handles the drug and how often you give it, you can load up with a couple of doses and get you into that therapeutic space, but it only takes 100 to maintain it and to get to that steady state where what you put in is what comes out. And at that point, you can go on indefinitely and maintain that concentration. I hope this has helped. I know it's a lot of information. I know it was broad and general, but I hope it helps. Good luck, everyone. Don't give up. You're worth it. Thanks.